What is up, man? We are back in black in the building. The Super Bowl. Oh, man. What is going on? Shout out to everybody out there at the Core Plantation doing what they got to do to survive. Shout out to everybody out there in the United States of America Incorporated. Shout out to the homegirl, Shawnee. Feeling the building, Erica, Florida in the building. Shout out to my brother James Youngblood from Texas and my brother David No Compromise. Shout out to the homegirl, Jarek in Las Vegas, my siblings in Las Vegas, Nevada. Oh, the homegirl, the time Miss Tanya. Hey, and the homegirl Melina from North Carolina, Kakalaka. Man, shout out to everybody out there, man. Did you just come back? Oh, damn. God damn, we got some things to discuss today, so we gonna get into it. But before we get into that, I want to send a special shout out to my brother James Youngblood. He's starting his own platform, and I want everybody to go support that brother. I got to get all this information so I can pub it on here. That brother has got a great platform, and he had my OG Dave for No Compromise, and I was on there just to kind of, give my little 2 cents. As soon as David and James Youngblood started talking that real shit, the goddamn platform kicked us off. That's what happens when you be talking that real shit. So shout out to my brother James Youngblood for starting his own platform. I'm very proud of that brother, man, and I can't wait to be as much help as I possibly can. So shout out to that brother. Man. The Super Bowl. How many of y'all watched it? And I'm going to give you my conjectures of what I thought. We're going to get into it. Controlled entertainment. We're going to talk about it in its entirety and see exactly, taking a deeper dive into what's going on. And man, is Las Vegas Hollywood as fuck. But anyway, let's get into it, y'all. Hey. And to all y'all teaching Sunday school yesterday and today and every day, much love and respect to y'all too. Let's get into it. Let's turn this down. So what did y'all think? Of course we knew the Chiefs was going to win. Of course we knew Patrick Mahomes was going to win. It looked like it was tailor-made for him from the beginning. I didn't really watch too much of it because it is controlled entertainment. But the thing that I did notice, there were some little nuggets that I noticed. I noticed they didn't even show Kansas City's, their home. Normally when your team goes to the Super Bowl and you can't travel with them, they open up the stadium and let fans watch it at the stadium. And you know what I mean? They didn't even show that. They didn't show no Kansas City team fans or whatever in Kansas City, Missouri watching the game. They never showed that one time. I noticed that. They never showed E40. And E40 is a big-time San Francisco fan. They was too busy showing Jay-Z and Beyonce and all these. Look, y'all Beyonce had a lot of commercials. Beyonce had a lot of commercials because she's on Columbia Records, which is owned by CBS. So stop. Partnerships. If y'all don't know, I talked about this before. Paramount Global owns CBS. That's why they were showing a whole bunch of Nickelodeon commercials, all this other stuff. You got to understand the hidden message behind the message. I also, if y'all noticed, if y'all watched the end of the game, they interviewed Patrick Mahomes. They interviewed your boy Travis Kelce. Then they interviewed the brother. They let Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce say all this bullshit. But when the brother started talking, y'all noticed he was like, all right, nigga, now go sit your ass down. That nigga was like, I couldn't believe it. I damn near blacked out. Because he's a little country and he was excited. That white man took that mic and said, okay, go on over there and celebrate, nigga. And if y'all notice, the celebration looked fake, contrived. It didn't even look real. Now, I'm going to tell you this. This is my opinion. It looked like one or two things. Like they knew they was going to win, or like they didn't even really care that they won. That's what it looked like. It looked like that to me. It did. It looked fake, contrived, rehearsed. You didn't see like no crying. It was only one brother crying on the field with his mom. Everybody else was just kind of like, all right, yeah, we won 3 in a row, or we won 3. We a dynasty. It didn't look real. Too much entertainment. The commercials weren't that great. A lot of I'm a kid and I just don't feel like waking up and all this other stuff, and I'm not comfortable with myself and all. And I understand that happens with kids, but this is the Super Bowl. In Super Bowl, you looking for the funny commercials. It seems like the Super Bowl is becoming super entertainment and not about the game. They cut their asses off and made their asses get the fuck up out of there real quick. Their celebration was about 10 minutes and get the fuck on. There was no after talking. CBS was so busy trying to promote their new show that ain't nobody gonna watch on CBS. I said, wow, man, what has the Super Bowl come to? And then you notice, I have to say this. How many times are they gonna show that ugly woman, Taylor Swift? God, awful. And Travis Kelce, y'all know this. See, y'all be, he invited to the cookout and all this other sucker shit. Now, when Russell Wilson and Sierra were together in, the Seahawks, they didn't show Sierra as much as they showed Taylor Swift. And it wasn't that big of a deal then. But now all of a sudden it's a big deal. And sorry, Mr. Kelce, you don't go to them beautiful sisters you was dating to that ugly white woman. Now stop. Now you need to be you need to stop. You need to call him Kevin Federline 2.0, because they don't want to be bothered with no sisters. They use sisters as game fame. Now you notice before he got stardom and fame, he want to do the Dougie in the end zone and let everybody know he can do the Dougie. And then when he won, he want to take pictures with his black girlfriend and all this other shit. Right? Now all of a sudden he won. Now you got ugly Taylor Swift. How do you go from them to that? I told y'all about allowing people to come amongst us and culturally appropriate who we are and do our dances. Now his speech was totally different this year. It was what did he say? He didn't say he wasn't doing no damn hip hop songs, no R&B songs. He doing that white shit. We gotta fight. We have the right to fight and party. That bullshit. Exactly. Totally different Travis Kelce, whatever the fuck his name is. I just think it wasn't that great. I think the entertainment was subpar. The best part of the Super Bowl was Usher, a.k.a. Usher. That was the best part of the Super Bowl. Hands down, if Jay-Z picked him, you did a great job. Usher, his goddamn hits are timeless. Some people may not like Usher's music. I've always been a fan of Usher. Usher's always made great music. And no wonder Usher didn't do a verses. That nigga got hits. He didn't even do, you make me wanna be the one, start a new relationship with you, looking ass. But, just timeless hits. I don't know why the fuck he had Alicia Keys out there, but, and that's fine. I'm glad he had Alicia Keys out there. But you was hugging and grabbing on Alicia Keys too much, nigga. No ass for his beats come out there and lay hands on you, nigga. But it was a great performance. That was the best part of the performance. He brung ATL to Vegas. Vegas is so Hollywood, y'all. Vegas didn't used to be like that. It's so Hollywood. But it's controlled entertainment. We have to understand that. My vantage point, it just looked like it was tailor-made for Patrick Mahomes. They need another goddamn superstar. They need another motherfucker that's going to kind of be like a Aaron Rodgers or a Brett Favre, or your boy from with Bill Belichick, that type of situation, a Tom Brady situation. But I just noticed. Then I saw this thing on social media where Patrick Mahomes' brother was trying to get to this club, and Patrick Mahomes' wife was in the club VIP, and when Patrick's brother couldn't get in there, she just shrugged her head like, oh well. I don't like that, and you can tell now. You can look at it. And first of all, Patrick Mahomes sounds like Kermit the Frog. I really think I did good, and the team went front. Man, shut your whole ass up. And then, here's the thing about famous celebrity athlete parents. Y'all gotta know how to go somewhere and sit y'all asses down. Now, why would you get a DUI right before you're gonna get a DUI right before the goddamn Super Bowl, knowing they gonna ask him all those goddamn questions? It's time to wake up, ladies and gentlemen. It just looked fake and phony to me. The whole thing when they won, they wasn't running around. They were just kind of like, all right, we won. Y'all didn't see that. Like, the whole thing was just kind of like, all right, we won. You didn't see nobody really crying. Yeah, you saw people hugging, but it wasn't. The Super Bowl ain't what the Super Bowl used to be. It just wasn't. And it was a bunch of, they want to show all these fucking celebrities and all that. Besides the Usher performance, it just wasn't a great Super Bowl to me. And I just was kind of disappointed. I really was. Now, while the Super Bowl is going on and we worried about that, I've always been that type of person to worry about what the fuck else is going on in the world today. And they already talking about Valentine's Day. They like, all right, Super Bowl over. Fuck on. Let's see what they talking about. I'm going to see. I don't know what the fuck this is. But I guess, man, damn, let me see. Ex-Olympian pleads guilty to sexually assaulting boys. Oh, man. And the front row, all they showing, it looked fake to me, y'all. It just looked real fake. The crying looked contrived. It just looked fake. It was almost like they knew they was going to win. Then he want to kiss ugly Taylor Swift at the end of the game. God damn, that girl's hideous looking. God damn. I'm talking about Marvin the Martian looking at. Damn, so a woman walked into a mega church and started shooting? Man. Let me see what the fuck this is. Nah, because this shit is cost the news feed. Who is this? An ex-Olympian pleads guilty to sexually assaulting boys, but the total number of victims remain unknown. Oh, Lord Jesus. I don't know who the fuck this is. Oh yeah, they going after them motherfuckers. I didn't think that it was a good Super Bowl. That's just me. I thought it was boring. I don't think it was bad calls. I just thought it was boring. And then at the end, they could just automatically score at the end. They could score the whole goddamn game, but at the end, they were just able to score. And then what's up with the overtime being 15 minutes? I was like, man, by the time this game is over, these people gonna damn near have to go to the hospital. I don't know. It just wasn't that great of a Super Bowl to me. It just really wasn't. And I bet you all these black folk talking about he invited to the cookout. I bet you his ass ain't invited to the cookout. Northeast braces for heavy snow and south drenches by storm. Man, they need to look. That's what I want to talk about too, David James. I wanted to talk about that shit on James Youngblood's podcast on his platform. I wanted to ask them, man, y'all ain't noticed this barrage of fucking storms back to back to back to back? I believe the Super Bowl is the front end of the entertainment. Look at look at what I'm, watch my hands and don't look at what I'm saying. Like, just look at me, but don't pay attention to nothing else. So you have the Super Bowl that kind of sets up the okie doke. And then I believe they're going to hit you on the back end with the storms, because we got to look at who's behind the once shit is destroyed and rebuilt, who's behind that? These insurance companies are behind it. If your house flooded, you got to have insurance companies come in and fix your shit. There's got to be something behind this, man, because as a kid growing up, 70s, 80s, 90s, it was never really these type of storms back to back like this all the fucking time. And I'm like, man, what the fuck is going on? Because I was going to ask James Youngblood and David that shit. when we did the podcast on, I think it was Thursday. I was gonna ask him. I said I'm gonna talk about it on my podcast, and then when we do James Youngblood and David's podcast again, because I want to just keep doing their podcast and do their shit. I like being on their shit because I learn a lot. I learn a lot from David and from James Youngblood. But I'm gonna ask them too again, like, while we up here watching the Super Bowl, what's up with all the Northeast states going through like blizzards and shit, and ain't nobody saying nothing? And then I guess RFK Jr. apologized after a Super Bowl commercial aired. What happened? Let's see. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. apologized to his family members after a Super PAC. Let's see. Get that out. Backing his independent bid for the White House aired a commercial during the Super Bowl on Sunday night. I'm sorry if the Super Bowl advertisement caused anyone any family pain. The ad was created and aired by the American Values Super PAC without any involvement or approval from my campaign. FEC rules prohibit Super PACs from consulting with me or my staff. I love you all. God bless you. Kennedy Jr. wrote, X, formerly Twitter. What was it? American Values 2024 ran a 30-second ad during the Super Bowl that heavily relied on imagery from former President John F. Kennedy. Oh yeah, ain't nobody give a fuck about that shit. And speaking of that, RFK, man, fuck RFK. He want to go on all these hip hop platforms and all that. And as soon as you ask him about reparations, he want to talk about what the fuck we should get. But every other racial group get their shit in cash payments. But when it's Foundation of Black Americans, they want to decide what we should get. Man, fuck y'all. And fuck RFK. And he act like John F. Kennedy was just for Foundation of Black Americans to prosper. Stop. You wasn't. And you didn't give a fuck. And you don't care. You didn't care then. You don't care now. Stop. Fuck out of here. It's a lot of storms. Usher, he performed his ass off. Man dies mid-flight after breaking out in cold sweats and losing liters of blood. Scaring his man. See? Man. And then, you notice Travis Kelce, he went off on his damn coach and bumped into his coach. I said, damn. Cindy Lauper's son bailed out of jail by famous dad after arrest on gun charges. Oh, God. And Matt Gaetz, don't nobody give a fuck if you didn't want to watch. They did the Black National Anthem. I didn't know that because I didn't watch all the goddamn Super Bowl. I didn't watch that shit. I just know it ain't the Super Bowl, it's the Taylor Swift Bowl. Because they keep showing her every goddamn 5 minutes like she played for the damn team. Let me see. I just feel like, I really feel like we about to be set up for the okie doke. But the real thing, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to just say this because this is how I feel. I just feel like it was a lot of like, man, y'all have to, I hope y'all saw, please comment if y'all saw at the end, they interviewed Patrick Mahomes, then Travis Kelce, and then when they interviewed the brother, because he had a little country accent, that white man got his ass the fuck up off TV real quick. Yeah, go join your team. Like damn, but you let Travis Kelce, with his drunk, he looked drunk and high the whole damn time. He probably was on steroids the whole goddamn time. And then what's that girl with the Ronald McDonald hair? That's just my personal opinion. That shit is awful. And let me tell you something. You can hang around them all you want. They don't fuck with you. You can think they do, but they don't. Yeah, I bet that I'm reading this thing too where Michael Jordan's son and Larsa Pippen, they split. Yeah. Because he ain't got no money and you only with him because he got money. You trying to marry into the Jordan family so you get paid. Bitch, you ain't slick. Man. I was just very disappointed. I was very disappointed for a lot of reasons. I was very disappointed because it was in Las Vegas and it seemed very rehearsed and Hollywoodish. Like I said, the only thing that they did that was great for the Super Bowl was let Usher perform and bring out Lil Jon and bring out everybody. He did great. Other than that, that shit was horrible. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I was very disappointed, but not too disappointed because it is controlled entertainment. It's just, man, like, they didn't even show Kansas City's home fans in Kansas City cheering and watching, and like they didn't show no fans, no nothing. Normally they'll go back and show the fans. I couldn't. They didn't show San Francisco's fans in San Francisco. Like, man, they didn't show E40. It was like one-sided the whole time. Then they showing all these A-list celebrities that I ain't ever seen at no football game, and they keep showing Taylor Swift as if Taylor Swift was a big-time football fan. That bitch ain't been at near football goddamn game until she bet Kelsey. And I believe that's on some fucking organized fucking conception type situation. Like, what I mean is that's an organized plot. Like, it's almost like his team and her team set that up on purpose because they know they would be a power couple together. Don't think Hollywood, they don't do shit like that. They do it. So I was very just beyond disappointed. If it wasn't for that halftime show by Usher, aka Usher, it wasn't even worth watching. I didn't even watch the whole thing because I knew it was gonna be that way. It was worse than the Tom Brady goddamn wins. It wasn't great at all. And then you see these celebrities, they don't look happy. And they show these celebrities like you supposed to aspire to be like that. I ain't seen their celebrity that looked happy. Everybody just sitting there. Wasn't nobody laughing, joking. It just wasn't worth it. And let me tell you something. Las Vegas, Nevada, I heard nothing but sirens after the game. Came outside for a little just to see what I could hear. All I heard was helicopters, sirens. I said, oh, man, this worse than fucking when the LA Rams won. I think that they did this in Vegas to give Vegas their money back that they lost when they first built the stadium and then COVID hit. So, you couldn't play. They had to close down everything. We closed for 90 days, so I think we lost so much money. So they was like, all right, we're going to bring it back to Vegas so y'all can recoup the money that y'all lost. And then they showing all these goddamn Cox communication cables. Man, fucks Cox cable. Cox ain't shit. We got fiber optic cables. Yeah, for the goddamn stadium. I didn't even know they had all them hot spots in the stadium. Fuck that goddamn stadium. And Cox Cable for charging the motherfucker an arm and a leg. And they shit don't even be working at the goddamn time. So it's like, man, it has turned into controlled entertainment. Like, you know what? We're going to show this football game, but really it's about the commercials. But we're not going to make the commercials interesting. We're going to make the commercials more about selling our products. Selling the phone, selling the internet services, selling that. It didn't, what happened to the Oscar Mayer winner commercials and the What's Up commercials and, to make it good. We haven't done that in a while. But hopefully we get to that. Overall, it's just controlled entertainment. I'm happy for Patrick Mahomes, but man, Patrick Mahomes, I might have to get hey, Shawnee Erica, I might have to get the music for him. Remember I used to play that music? Man, might have to get it for his ass. Because I don't know. This is the same motherfucker that said that Andy Reid made him a better man. Now, how is he going to teach you how to be a better black man? So I don't know about none of that shit. But I guess they didn't even... Look. It was such controlled entertainment. They had 10 minutes of celebration. All right, now get the fuck off TV and go and celebrate. Get the fuck on. I just was shocked about that shit. But then again, like I said, maybe they already knew what was going on and they was like, all right, well, shut this shit down and y'all go celebrate and get the fuck on. Because, man, let me tell you something. I ain't never seen no Super Bowl where it ends that fast. It was just certain things that I was disappointed about. I was tired of them showing Taylor Swift. I'm going to keep saying it over and over again. I'm like, okay, this is overkill. They keep showing this woman over and over and over. So I'm tired of that. And I was just tired of the narrative of they're going to win because, they got Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. They made it seem like Taylor Swift playing on the goddamn football team. I ain't never seen so many commentators talk about how, much of a supporter she is. I'm like, I ain't never seen this woman at no football game. But all of a sudden, you know, she's the Rock of Travis Kelce. I was like, oh my God. But when it's a sister, the sister ain't the Rock though. You know what I mean? The sister's just the trophy. She ain't the Rock. But this white ugly woman, she's the Rock. Man, stop. These narratives are crazy. And these people done lost their goddamn mind. But hey, man, like I said, y'all go check out the end. Just go watch the end of it. Don't watch Usher's performance and then fast forward to the end. And when y'all see the end, y'all gonna be like, damn, man, Warner's right. Ain't nobody celebrating. Ain't nobody. Like, it was just contrived and fake and phony. It wasn't like remember when Philly won and Kevin Hart tried to get on stage and shit? And that celebration was like an hour after the game. It wasn't like that. It's the total opposite. It was kind of like, okay, y'all won. Let me get a couple comments and I'll get the fuck on. So I don't know, man. Well, hopefully next year to be a little bit better. As far as coming out to Vegas probably done made their money back, and I'm happy for Vegas. But we need to be looking at what's about to happen next. Let's keep the Northeast. Let's keep them in our prayers, man, because they about to have a lot of storms and a lot of sucker shit going on after this goddamn fucking Super Bowl. And let's just keep the Northeast in our prayers, man, because it's probably going to be blizzards and hurricanes and all this other shit coming. And we have to just keep them in our thoughts and our prayers and make sure that, you know, loved ones and people that we have on the East Coast are safe. And that's the number one thing, man. And go look at it and look at the little hidden jewels and things that they were doing, because to me, it seemed very, very fake. I'm out, man. Guilty, nigga. Peace.